Hi there, welcome to Jimmy's Records and Tapes. This week, talking about songs that just bring me joy.
We've got it on vinyl, CD and cassette.
We've got pop, rock, heavy metal, punk, funk, rap, and new wave. All sales are final, but you never regret all the music you get at Jimmy's Records and Tapes.
I'm loving music again. Hey, welcome into the record store. Take a look around. We've got t-shirts. We've got, check out that accessory wall. I mean, you got cassette cleaners over there. You got brushes to clean your vinyl. You've got the little solution to clean your needle. We got everything over there. We got your cases to keep your CDs in so you can take them out to your car with you. We got all the accessories that were very, very popular and needed back in the 70s and 80s. We still got them here. This is your one-stop shop for your retro accessories. You heard the gentleman before the theme song tell you, today we're going to be talking about songs that just bring me joy. Songs that when I hear them, they make me smile, they make me feel good. Because as we know, I'm full of rage. And I need, every now and then, for something to make me happy. Everybody knows the story, but I'm going to tell it again. I'm at Macy's. They're not a sponsor. That just happened. I could have said a major department store, but we all know Macy's. They've got that parade. You got that underdog balloon. The underdog balloon needs 114 people to shut up. I'm at Macy's, and I'm trying to buy shoes. There was a BOGO going on, buy one get one, and I found a couple of pairs of shoes. I was excited to buy those shoes, and they were on the rack. They were on the clearance rack, so it was a buy one get one clearance rack situation. So no salesperson is helping me, and so I get it myself. I got the two boxes, so I go to wait in line to pay. So the first person goes up, they pay, they buy their shoes. Then the second person who I'm behind goes up, and they pay, and they go to buy their shoes. And then I step up, and to this day, for reasons I don't understand, the person behind the counter looks past me to the person behind me and goes, "Can I help you, sir?" And I said, what about me? Am I invisible? And he said, well, who was helping you? And I said, well, apparently effing nobody. And I threw the shoes up in the air. And my wife, Danielle, runs away because she's embarrassed because her husband just acted like a whack job. The shoes are in slow motion coming down. And usually when I explode like that, I will apologize. Like one time I threw a golf club and the club didn't even hit the ground yet. And I turned to my friends and went, I need to apologize for that behavior. This time I did not. I let the shoes drop. I walk away. I turn the corner. There's Danielle, and I'm laughing. And Danielle says, "Oh, we're gonna laugh about this one?" I then went to other places to try to buy shoes. Couldn't find anything. Had to go back to Macy's to buy those two pairs of shoes, and that's when I apologized for my behavior earlier. But what I love about this is that, let's say there's 8 people around, at the employees and other customers. They all to this day have a story about how they saw, you're never going to guess what I saw today. I saw a guy just throw shoes up in the air and he went nuts. They all have that story. Anyway, I'm full of rage. That's my point. So when songs like this come on the radio or on a shuffle, they bring me joy and they brighten my day. Number 5, Let the Music Play by Shannon. Great song. 1983 went to number 1 on the dance chart. Went to number 8 on the Billboard pop chart. It was really Shannon's only hit. A lot of people that are experts in music say that it was the beginning of the dance pop era, this particular song. Let the music play, we don't get away. I don't know words. Great song by Shannon. Number 5, Let the Music Play. Number 4, completely different, by Rainbow, a song called Since You've Been Gone. Russ Ballard wrote it when he was in the band Argent. This particular version by Rainbow went to number 57 on the chart. Head East, a band out of Illinois, who did that Save My Life, I'm Going Down for the Last Time. Never been any reason. They did a version of this that actually charted higher than this, and that's insane to me because I think this Rainbow version is flawless. Graham Bonnet is on vocal. There was a video for this at the time. I think it appealed to me because Graham Bonnet had off the collar, tight haircut, which was weird for rock stars in the late 70s, early 80s to have that look as opposed to your typical long-haired fella. he also, by the way, he was in a band called Alcatraz with Yngwie Malmsteen. They did a version of this. He then was in a band called Implied, and they did a version of this. Basically, Graham Bonnet will do this with any band. He could be walking by past a guy with a guitar on the corner, and he's going to go, "Let's do it! Since you've been gone." I just sang the Kelly Clarkson version. That happens, right? That happens. That's since, then the letter U, been gone. It's Kelly Clarkson. This is Since You've Been Gone. This is fun if you want to do it. When you're done watching this video, YouTube, search this for this song. Graham Bonnet, 2018. He's 70 years old, and he's doing this song, and he still sounds amazing. So check it out. Since You've Been Gone by Rainbow, number 4. Always brings me a smile. I always feel good about it. Number 3. And this is odd, because at the end of the day, the lyrics to this should not uplift anybody, but it's a good pop song, and admittedly, it is I think it's the only album I ever listened to because I thought the person on the cover was attractive, and I went, "Oh, I'll give this a try," and it was Rosanne Cash, and this was her album in 1985 called "Rhythm and Romance." She'd already had a hit with "7 Year Ache." That album went to number 1. The single went to number 1. It was actually number 2 on the pop charts. I wasn't aware of Rosanne Cash. I probably didn't even know that was Johnny Cash's daughter. Like, that's how dumb I was at the time. But I like this song. I don't know why you don't want me. It's about a woman saying, I don't know why you don't want me. I do everything to make you like me, and you have no interest in that. This album, Rhythm and Romance, is kind of like it's like a West Coast yacht rocky album. All the yacht rock guys play on this, but with a country tinge to it. It's a really good album that deserved to have more exposure than it did. Rhythm and Romance is the name of the album. The song is called I Don't Know Why You Don't Want Me, Rosanne Cash. Number 2. I love this song. We speak often about when songs bring you back and you remember exactly where you were when you heard this. And I know exactly where I was when I heard this. When I grew up in a hometown, there was a little alleyway between some houses and where the 6th grade classes would line up. There was like this little alleyway that was half concrete and half dirt, and you had to walk that way to get to the back of the school to line up for the other classes, for the other grades. And I remember very distinctly hearing Gloria as I was walking through that area. Now, the problem with that is Gloria didn't come out until years after I moved out of hometown. But for some reason, my memory is of that area, and I don't know why. I also remember hearing, thinking about Afternoon Delight in that same little stretch. So anyway, I don't know what's up with that. I don't know. Anyway, Gloria by Laura Branigan, great song, went to number 2 on Billboard. It's actually a cover. Umberto Tozzi actually did it in Italy, and it's all in Italian. And and then they wrote English lyrics for Laura Branigan's version, which features the line, "Will you marry for the money? Take a lover in the afternoon." God darn it! Take a lover in the afternoon. Gloria! Gloria! Joy. It brings me joy. That's it. Fun. Joy. Puts a smile on my face. Never turn to the channel when that's on. And my number 1 song that just brings me joy. A song that just makes me happy. Just want to be happy like everybody else. This comes off an album called Life in Cartoon Motion. It was number 1 in the UK, this song. It was number 57 in the US. Grace Kelly by Mika. M-I-K-A. I thought it was Micah because his real name is Michael, but he goes by Mika. And this song, Grace Kelly, is just nothing but joy. Just nothing but joy. Nothing but like you're living in an animated cartoon world when you hear this song. I mean, you really just you just feel like you're floating. It's that nice of a song. The album itself is really good, too. There's another song on there called Lollipop that is, I'm going to sing it, and it'll be stuck in your head forever. Sucking so hard on your lollipop, oh, love's going to get you down. Sucking so hard on your lollipop, oh, love's going to get you down. Do-do. It gets stuck in your head. I first heard this song when I was over in London to shoot some stand-up comedy television appearance, and I went into the record store, and they were playing a band that I had not heard before, and I said, "What is this? I'd like to buy it." And the person behind the counter, in a British accent, not what I'm about to do, said, "Oh, this is the Scissor Sisters. But if you like this, don't buy this because the album's just okay," says this person behind the counter. "Buy this new album by a guy named, I guess he must have said Mika, maybe he said Micah at the time. Buy this album. You're going to love it." And I said, "No way, man. I'm going to buy the one I just asked you about because that's what I'm hearing." And then I heard Grace Kelly on the radio and went, "Holy smokes, that's the song the guy told me to buy." And so then I bought that album, and it's great. Number 1, Grace Kelly by Mika. We've come to that time of the day and of our show where it's time for me to choose between two bands, two artists in Jimmy's Choice. You email me, you send them in on Twitter, hashtag Jimmy's Choice. Giving me two artists, I got to decide which one I like more, I guess. It's just stupid fun. Give me two names, I decide which one gets to continue being successful. I think that's what it is. I think I decide if the artist continues to be successful by this segment. At J.D. Atkinson sends this in, and this is fun. Eric Clapton or Ted Nugent? The reason here, I'm sure that he chose these, is that both of these guys are nuts, right? We didn't know that about Eric Clapton, or at least I didn't know about it, but he's gone a little wackadacky, anti-vaccine nut job, and Nugent has done everything except show up on January 6th at the White House. So I think J.D. Atkinson here is trying to say, hey, nut job or nut job? I'm on record, and I've backpedaled on this, where I said I don't like Eric Clapton. I don't like his music. He bores me. Slow hand, more like bore hand. I used to have all these things I would say. And then my cousin Dan said, knock it off. Go back and listen. So I listened to Cream. Boy, those are great songs. Then I listened to Eric, even his 80s solo stuff that the fans don't even like She's Waiting and Forever Man and It's in the Way That I Can't Stand It. I gotta admit, those are great songs. Those are great songs. And then you go over to the Nuge. I bought Weekend Warriors at Corvettes. I bought it. Right? He's there and he's got guns for hands or some nonsense, which I guess I probably should have seen it back then that he was out of his skull. But I'm a kid and oh my God, his arms are guns or whatever that. No, that's a different album cover. His arms are guitars, and then Weekend Warriors is where he's just holding a gun. I think he's just holding. I gotta look it up. Anyhow, Stranglehold. I've been on record. It's got to be one of the greatest classic rock songs of all time, and it infuriates me that I can't listen to it. Cat Scratch Fever. You know what? I even like the song. It was featured on an episode of Miami Vice called Little Miss Dangerous from the 80s. Really neat song. And then I hate hunting. I understand that some people hunt because they're getting food, so on. There's too many deer in the world. I get it. It's just not for me. But there's a song called Fred Bear, who I think, if I'm understanding the lyrics correctly, is about this great hunter named Fred Bear. And that's a pretty good song. It's a pretty good song. Can't dismiss the stuff he did with Damn Yankees, right? Some really good stuff over there on those two albums. So it's tough, man. It's tough. I don't know. I don't know. I think between these two, I gotta give the edge. I gotta give it to Eric Clapton because I just don't know as much about him being nuts as I do about Nugent. So just reluctantly, Eric Clapton. And that brings us to the close of another Jimmy's Records and Tapes. If you liked it, who's this character? If you liked it, subscribe, like, clang that bell, all that nonsense. Don't forget about our Spotify playlist. All the songs from all 4 seasons of Jimmy's Records and Tapes are over there. Just search Jimmy's Records and Tapes. I'm on Twitter, at Jimmy Pardo. Come over there. Say hello to me. Drop me a line. I also host, along with Matt Belknap, Eliot Hochberg, and Garen Cockrell, the great podcast, award-winning. We won an award. Never Not Funny. So check us out over there. Until then, the record is back in its sleeve.